The Awakening. A young man, his clothes soaked, digs through a trash bin looking for something to eat. The narrator's voice cuts through the darkness, deep, steady, filled with weight. Every billionaire you admire started with a choice. Not a choice to be rich, but a choice to never live like this again. We see flashes. A woman crying in her tiny apartment as eviction papers slide under her door. A man sleeping in a broken-down car, holding a notebook filled with dreams. A single mother walking miles to work in the freezing cold, shoes worn thin. These are not Hollywood characters. These are real people who went from nothing to everything. The truth is, they didn't have special connections. They didn't have trust funds. What they had was a mindset, a system, and habits so unshakable, they turned hunger into fuel, pain into power, and broke into billionaire territory. And today, you're going to see exactly how they did it, and how you can too. The year is 1992. Jan Koum, 16 years old, steps off a plane in California with his mother. They have no money, no English, and survive on food stamps. His mother cleans houses. Jan mops floors at a grocery store. One night, as he's cleaning, he finds a discarded book on programming. It becomes his treasure. Hours turn into months, months into years, until the boy who once couldn't afford a phone builds an app that connects the world. WhatsApp sells to Facebook for $19 billion, the engine of wealth. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The people who become legends aren't just working harder. They're working on the right things when no one's watching. Ruthless focus on one big thing. Example, Warren Buffett. In 1991, a group of students asked Buffett how to be successful. He gave them a piece of paper and said, "Write down your top 25 career goals. Now circle the top 5. Those 5 are your life. The other 20, avoid them at all costs." Why? Because average people drown in good opportunities. Millionaires hunt only for life-changing opportunities. Obsess over learning. Example, Oprah Winfrey. Before Oprah became the queen of media, she was a local TV host in Chicago. Every night, she devoured books, studied the greatest interviewers, and learned human psychology. Oprah's mindset: if I wasn't in front of the camera, I was in front of a book. When the opportunity to host her own show came, she didn't just perform, she transformed talk shows forever. Master resilience like it's a sport. Example, Howard Schultz, Starbucks. Howard grew up in public housing. His father was injured at work, leaving the family struggling. Howard swore, "I will create a company where people are treated with dignity." When he tried to expand Starbucks, 217 out of 242 investors said no. Most people would have quit. Howard doubled down. Today, Starbucks has 35,000 plus locations. But there's one habit that towers above the rest. One so powerful, it doesn't just create millionaires, it creates empires. And it's the same habit that turned a 19-year-old college dropout into the richest man alive. The camera fades to black. A shadow of a man appears. Rockets, electric cars, headlines. His name? Elon Musk. And what he does differently will change how you see time itself. The relentless mindset. Scene opens. Dark background. A single spotlight fades in on Elon Musk walking across the SpaceX factory floor. Sparks fly from welding machines. Engineers work silently. The narrator. Most people think success is about talent. Elon Musk thinks it's about survival speed. The 100-hour workweek rule. In 2018, while most CEOs worked 40 to 60 hours a week, Musk was clocking 100+ hours. If other people are working 40 hours and you're working 100, you'll achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to do. This wasn't just about time, it was about compressing decades into days. The power of first principles. Instead of asking, what's been done before, Musk asks, what's the physics of this problem? When NASA said rockets would cost $65 million each, Musk broke down the cost of materials and realized he could build one for less than $5 million. That thinking birthed SpaceX, a company that now launches rockets at a fraction of the old cost and reuses them. Obsession over outcome, not approval. When Tesla was weeks from bankruptcy in 2008, critics called Musk reckless. Friends told him to quit. Instead, he poured his last $40 million into the company, enough to make payroll, but not enough to sleep at night. 2 months later, Tesla secured a $50 million investment from Daimler, keeping it alive. If you care more about being liked than being right, you'll never lead. So here's the truth. The gap between you and the life you want is not luck, not talent, not even money. It's the ability to focus harder, learn faster, and endure longer than anyone else around you. Montage. Oprah holding her first Emmy. Warren Buffett at his desk, reading. Howard Schultz sipping coffee at a small cafe table. Elon Musk watching a rocket launch. You don't need to be born rich. You need to think different, move different, and refuse to stop. That's how millionaires are made, and that's how empires are born. If you're ready to think like a millionaire, subscribe now, because the next video will give you the step-by-step plan to start building yours today.